Yo, what's good? Top of the top, episode 218, Stash House Podcast. Your boy Tyler checking in. First time listeners, thank y'all for tuning in. If you tune in weekly, salute. And it's just an episode, saw some topics you may want to hear about. Salute to you as well. Like, share, subscribe, retweet, putting your people on. All greatly, greatly appreciated. Podcast available on all podcast streaming platforms. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube. Subscribe, leave comments, feedback, put your people on. Like I said, all greatly, greatly appreciated. Hope everyone had a safe week, a safe weekend, staying hydrated, staying in the AC as much as possible. And thank y'all once again for tuning in this week. Going to take a quick detour from the music and sports talk. Going to talk about social media. And no, I do not mean Keke Palmer at the Usher concert. Not talking about that. Talking about Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, Twitter, Instagram threads, all the new stuff that's been popping up within the past week or so. So let's get to it. First off, if you don't know, Elon Musk owns Twitter now. Mark Zuckerberg is over Meta, formerly Facebook. But I believe if you want to say Meta, Facebook, Instagram, Mark Zuckerberg got all that on lockdown. So that's just a quick brief of their resume. Both of them billionaires. Contrary to popular belief, I am not a billionaire. So it's only so much of their thought process I can really understand. But what I want to talk about is Twitter. Let's start with Twitter first. I'm kind of giving y'all chronological order the way it happened for me. So I was on Twitter one day last week, I want to say, and my page wouldn't refresh. And normally when the page don't refresh, that means Twitter is down. So Twitter was down for a minute. Of course, you saw people on Facebook, yo, Twitter down, so I'm over here on Facebook, whoop-de-whoop. So later on, Twitter popped back up, and it was saying Elon Musk did something. I don't know if he updated it or he was just testing out the waters to where you can only see certain amount of tweets within a day. I believe the number was 500 or 1,000, if I'm not mistaken. Now, if you're on Twitter, for the most part, if you was on Twitter before, if you're on Twitter now, Twitter is a whole different world. It's a whole different world, at least for me, because I haven't updated, so I don't know if it's still the same for a lot of people. But on my main timeline, I have a tab that says following, and I have a tab that says for you, if I'm not mistaken. And the following tab, you're going to see tweets from people you follow, retweets from people you follow, and all that type of thing. The for you tab is just everything algorithm-wise they think you would be interested in. So for me, I've seen rap videos. I've seen spoilers for wrestling. I've seen, what else I done seen? I done seen a whole lot of funny videos, memes, all that type of stuff. So Twitter is in a whole different world nowadays. I tell people all the time, if you don't have Twitter now, like if you go to your phone, you just can't log into your Twitter, download the app, log in. There's no sense of having Twitter, in my opinion, because you're not going to really find people that you know. For me personally, in my area, most of the people are on Facebook. Twitter community in my area, very, very small. And if it is any, they're probably younger than me, and I don't want to see what they're talking about no way. No disrespect, but if you're not in the same age bracket as I am, I'm not trying to follow no 22-year-old on Twitter personally. But in my area, Twitter is kind of non-existent. People are on there, but Facebook is where it's at. So Twitter, they did that, and when they came back, when it started getting active again, I'll say after Elon Musk had it down for a few hours, I saw people saying, yo, y'all download this app called Spill. And Spill, they were saying, was black-owned, whoop-de-whoop. People were sharing the link. People were asking for a code because it was in beta. It was in beta like how in 2020 Clubhouse was in beta. You needed a special code to get in. In my opinion, at this point in life, I need a special code to get in. Unless like an underground club or something like that, or a rave or something. I don't need to be there if I need a special code to get in. So they was having fun with Spill, and I feel like the next day or the next 2 days, Instagram Thread popped up. Instagram Thread is basically a Twitter-like timeline for Instagram. if I'm not mistaken. I don't have Instagram Thread, so if I'm wrong in that, let me know. But I want to say Instagram Thread is basically having a timeline like Twitter for Instagram in terms of you can actually type out things, not just post pictures and all that. And I didn't understand that. I didn't understand it. I still don't understand it because I'm still in the mindset of Facebook is for classmates, family, people in your area. Of course, that's not the case, but that's just how I still look at it. Twitter is just for random thoughts, memes, breaking news type of thing. Instagram has always been pictures. Always been pictures, and now they got it to where, of course, you can do videos, stories, reels, and all that. Snapchat is Snapchat at this point, and of course, we know what TikTok is. I'm always late to the bus when it comes to these new social media apps. I just got TikTok in January. It took me forever back in the day to get a new phone to where Snapchat was working properly. So I'm always late. So I don't have Instagram Thread, but I believe that's the gist of it. A Twitter-like timeline for Instagram. And me personally, I'm cool on that. Like, I saw people saying, yo, y'all need to get Thread, whoop-de-whoop. Matter of fact, I saw a stat. I'm not sure if it's true or not. They're saying within the first 7 hours of Instagram Thread, they had over 10 million people jump on the train. And I'm not surprised about that. I'm not surprised. That's just the way of the world. Our world is social media nowadays. Sadly. I mean, think about all the bases social media covers. Politics, relationships, sports, music, food, traveling, clothes, everything social media kind of dictates at this point, for better or worse. That's just the way of the world nowadays, sadly. But my thing is, Instagram itself. Let's talk about Instagram because Twitter is Twitter. Twitter is overcapacity in my opinion. Instagram is kind of the same, but in Instagram you still have a gist on, okay, I can only see stuff from people I follow. Now that's for Threads, that would be the big plus for them. If they can only show posts from people that I follow. Twitter, it's the wild, wild west. You don't know where these people coming from. They just retweeting. You got some people who go on Twitter just to retweet. It be pissing me off sometimes. Like, damn, I'm at the point now I don't want to see tweets from everybody else. I just want to see tweets from people I follow. So that could be the plus for Instagram Thread if they stay with that. I'm not sure. Like I said, I don't have it. I'm not sure. But if they got it to where you can only see posts from people you follow, that would be a major plus for Instagram Thread. But overall, Instagram, the algorithm's all off. I don't really see pictures from people who I want to see pictures from. I see stuff from Bleacher Report every day. I see stuff from Sports Center every day. Of course, nowadays, people really post on their stories more than the timeline, but still, it's like, how we get to the point where Instagram, I remember Instagram used to have games, like in college, you had the Instagram games, double tap the picture and I'll send you a number. It's like, I remember when Instagram was that, and now you would look dumb as hell posting on the timeline, double tap for a to be honest. You would look dumb as hell posting that now on Instagram. It's crazy how quickly that went out of style. And that was the cheat code back in the day, especially in college. That was the cheat code. But Instagram Thread, going back to it, Mark Zuckerberg, of course, he's trying to one-up Elon Musk. And it's crazy to see two billionaires. Of course, they got other things going on, but from what we see, it's like, oh, this is the Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg battle. It's through social media. And that's just crazy to me. Me personally, when it comes to social media, I say it time and time again, if it wasn't for this podcast, y'all would have to catch me in Target, Walmart, you know what I'm saying, Twin Peaks, something like that for real, because it's too much of the wild, wild west in my opinion. I always say, whenever you refresh your timeline or whatever, you never know what may pop up, for good or bad. Then when you have these droughts to where there's nothing going on in music, sports, or whatever, you just got people. I know it sounds messed up, but when you give people the opportunity just to post their thoughts, opinions, personal life, it's like, man, sometimes it becomes a little bit too much for me. And I don't think adding another app for people to do that is going to solve anything. That's how I'm looking at it. It's really people who will log into Facebook or log into Twitter just to blatantly give y'all their personal life. Like, my baby daddy did this, my baby mama ain't doing this, or the teacher at my kid's school said. It's like, fam, some things y'all just got to keep personal. I remember when it was fun to go on Facebook after school back in high school and just see people talk about, in this class, this happened. It wasn't personal. It was just, day in the life type of thing. But now with people getting older, having these situations going on, it gets a little bit too personal for me to read. Sometimes it's good information. Sometimes it's like, oh, wow, that's crazy. But for the most part, it's like, fam, I'm not a nosy person. And you just willingly giving the information out to the public, then getting mad when the public reacts to it. That's when it gets kind of weird. Not saying that's going to be the case for Instagram threads, but give it about 2 weeks. Somebody's going to pop off Instagram thread to where everybody's like, okay, we get why we over here now. I guarantee something's going to happen. Somebody, a rapper, somebody's going to post something. It's like, that's on Twitter? No, it's on Instagram. I don't see it. Oh, no, it's on Instagram thread. So for a person who hasn't downloaded yet, it's not too much I can say, but I will say this for Instagram thread. They keep it to where you can only see posts from people you follow. That'll be dope. Get the algorithm right. We've been chanting that for years now, I feel like. But all in all, me personally, I'm not the quickest to jump on a new social media app. It's just some things. For one, I just feel like we got enough. We got enough. You got Facebook, you got Twitter. I remember the exact time I signed up for Twitter. The first person I followed was probably like Wiz Khalifa. I was like, okay, let me start with Wiz. Wiz was tweeting regular stuff. Let me start with Wiz. Then you get people from school and all that. And for some odd reason, I just kept it throughout all these years. But if you done deleted your Twitter, trying to hop back in, you're going to look like, fam, I don't know none of these people. But that's what Facebook has the plus. That's what Instagram kind of has the plus. So if they get it structured enough, I'm sure it'd be cool. But me, my mind capacity, I just can't. And this is coming from a person who has content, who can benefit from multiple social media apps when used correctly. But I just don't want to have another one in rotation. And I'm already trying to unplug from the phone. But if you can take advantage of it, take advantage of it. But I'm trying to see where they're trying to go with it, because Facebook has it to where you can post stories, you can post on your timeline, you can message, you can do reels and all that. Twitter had it to where you had stories, but Twitter got rid of the fleets, I think that was called. But I wouldn't be shocked before the year out, Twitter brings back, you can have stories on Twitter just to one-up what Instagram has done. That's all they're doing, just one-upping each other. Snapchat is really the odd man out, in my opinion, because most of the Snapchat content has kind of transferred over to TikTok, in my personal opinion. Like Snapchat, I just see people post stuff from like 2-3 years ago, and it's like, fam, like, I like to relive the glory days like everybody else, but it's like, come on now, like, need something a little bit more current. That's all you see on Snapchat 3 years ago, 2 years ago. It's like, damn, like, take that, go on somewhere with that, man. Go on Facebook and just share memories or something, man. That's what Facebook is for memories. So Snapchat, 70% of the time, I'm going to see stuff from 2-3 years ago, and it's kind of defeat the purpose of it. But, it is what it is. Who am I to tell people what to post on their social media app? But what does this all mean? Is it a deeper, darker criminal link going on to where, okay, we can take politics over here, and now the music industry got to readjust, and like I said, you got people sharing too many personal information, relationship talk. It's just so much influence social media has. I don't think adding on is going to help. That's just how I see it. And I see people posting their Instagram threads to their stories, and I'm like, damn, this is Twitter. Just go to Twitter. Just go to Twitter. You can legit, and I've done it numerous times, just go to Twitter, post it on Twitter, take a screenshot of it, and post it on Instagram. But I guess Instagram want to have their own timeline as well, to where they can post from their timeline to their Instagram stories. I completely understand. It's not all under one umbrella, so I understand Instagram when they're having their own thing, but at the same time, it's like, dang, man, come on. It's only so much I can personally take of social media. But that's what I got for this week. I would love to hear y'all feedback on how y'all feel all this social media. Y'all know how I feel about it. If I didn't have this podcast, it'd be like, oh, Tyler, I'll be in Target, Walmart, or something like that, picking up a sandwich or something in Publix. You know what I'm saying? Give me a salmon, Caesar salad at Publix or something. Oh, Tyler, I ain't heard from you in a while. I would love to go back to those times when you just see people in public. Of course, you see people, you be like, dang, I ain't seen bro in a long time. And you think, you be like, I ain't seen bro in a long time because he don't be on Facebook. He don't be on Instagram. It very rarely you see people be like, dang, bro been low-key as hell. He don't post. That's how I want to be. I would love to be like that. Like, damn, Tyler, I ain't seen you. Like, yeah, man, I just been chilling, working. I would love to do that. But got this podcast I got to take advantage of while I'm still, man. But thank y'all for tuning in. This has been episode 218, Stash House Podcast. Y'all go out, have a great week, great work week. Take care of the kids. Make sure the kids stay hydrated. Y'all stay hydrated. Stay in the AC if y'all can. Down south, we hitting the 90s, high 90s, damn near 100 when you add the humidity to it. So we burning up down here. I can't wait to go to the beach. But go out, have a great week. Stay blessed. Keep me in your prayers. I do the same for y'all. Salute.